I'm not even joking, I recorded this whole video and throughout this whole time, my mic was muted. I'm so angry right now. I have to re-record why the Prowler is a better weapon than the R99. Cue the intro. Welcome everyone, today we're going to be talking about why the Prowler is a better weapon than the R99, showing you guys some examples on why it is a statistically better weapon and my thoughts on why it is a better weapon than the R99. But the ultimate question is, why do more people use the R99 when the Prowler does more damage in one magazine and the time to kill is the exact same on the R99 and the Prowler? Now before we jump into today's video, I do want you to do one thing. I want you to go in the comment section and comment, are you team Prowler or are you team R99? I myself am team Prowler now that I've realised the potential it actually has. But be sure to let me know down below, are you team Prowler or team R99? And whilst you're at it, be sure to like the video so it gets recommended to more people. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do that so you don't miss out on any more Apex Legends videos on the channel. But more importantly, let's talk about why more people are using the R99 than the Prowler, even though the Prowler is a better weapon. In my opinion, of course. Now, for some of you guys that think the R99 has a faster time to kill than the Prowler, I just want to debunk this myth here. As you guys can see from this example, there is little to no difference in the time to kill. Even in my editing software, I couldn't even tell the difference going every few milliseconds at a time. It is almost the exact same time to kill. So that is no advantage or disadvantage to either weapons. But the advantage there is, as you guys can see, I still have 5 bullets left in my Prowler, which means I can deal even more damage before reloading, whereas the R99 had to be reloaded straight away. So you have more pressure when using the R99 because you need to land more of your shots, or you're going to have to reload your weapon and put yourself in a very vulnerable position. Now in this video we're going to focus on the Prowler in its burst mode without the hop-up attached, but I'm sure most of you guys are aware that you can also equip the hop-up to make this fully auto, making it even more deadly. But I do just want to say, I think the burst mode is a better option. Now I'll tell you guys why. The recoil changes completely. The burst mode only has a very horizontal recoil, whereas if you put it in fully auto mode, you start getting a lot of horizontal recoil that you can't really get on the R99. So having it in burst mode also means you get a slightly faster fire rate in when them burst modes are active, and you can control the recoil much better, almost like how you can control the recoil on the Havoc. But just to make this fair, we're going to focus on the Prowler in its burst mode. And as you guys can see, if we take a look at the recoil is a lot more controllable on the Prowler because it only has that vertical recoil going upwards. So that's also another win for the Prowler, and that's why I think this weapon gives you the opportunity to land more shots. Not only is it more controllable, but it does 15 body damage compared to the R99's 11 body damage. Now if we take a look at the statistic on the damage it does in each clip, the R99 does overall 220 body damage in its one clip. I had an energy drink. I shouldn't have had that before I started the video. So the R99 does 220 damage overall if we're looking at body shots, and the Prowler does 300 damage. They both only have 20 bullets to start out with in each magazine, which means you have more room for error with the Prowler. You can miss more shots and still down enemies, whereas you have to be more accurate with the R99. So you have more room for error with the Prowler than the R99, meaning that you can afford to miss more shots with the Prowler, whereas you can't do that with the R99, or you're going to have to reload more often and put yourself at a vulnerable position. Now if we look at this same statistic with the purple mag equipped, the R99 does 297 damage this time, but hear this, the Prowler with the purple extended mag giving you 35 bullets does 525 damage overall in one magazine clip, which means you have so much room for error. You can miss 2 or 3 bursts and still down enemies easily with a purple shield, which I think is just bizarre, and that alone is a very big win for the Prowler. The fact that you have less pressure and you can miss more of your shots compared to the R99 puts it just up there compared to the R99 being down here. The R99 is looking very small right now, and the Prowler is just It's just sitting up there laughing at the R99 right now. So the first advantage of the Prowler is the fact that you don't need an extended mag on it for it to be viable. You can down enemies easily, even with purple body shields, with the standard mag that it comes with, giving you 20 bullets. It's also more ammo efficient. It's not going to shred ammo as fast as the R99 because it does more damage, so you don't need to use as much ammo for the Prowler as you do with the R99. The Prowler is also more forgiving when you miss shots because it has more damage and also has a fast fire rate, so you can miss more shots with the Prowler than you can with the R99, and the recoil is fairly manageable compared to the R99 as well when you're in burst mode. Now, talking about the recoil of the Prowler, because something I've noticed ever since I've been using the Prowler more often and its recoil pattern is that you can get more headshots with the Prowler. You're naturally going to get more headshots because it shoots up in a vertical pattern, which means you're going to get more headshots on average than you will do with the R99. The R99 packs a lot of horizontal recoil now compared to the Prowler, and if you mix in a few headshots with body shots, the Prowler becomes probably one of the most deadliest up close weapons in the entire game. Now, just to make this a little bit fair, the R99 does have a few things that overbeat the Prowler, but they're not things, in my opinion, that make this weapon a better weapon. It has a slightly faster reload speed, but this is countered by the Prowler because each bullet does more damage. You find yourself having to reload less during a gunfight than when you're using the R99, and the R99 only has a faster reload speed by a few milliseconds, so it's hardly even noticeable in game. Now, this is the interesting part. Why do more people still use the R99 over the Prowler after everything we've just spoken about as well? When I asked some people that I play with, their answers were that either it's more comfortable for them or they find the movement on the weapon faster to use, which is a myth. The only thing that's faster on the R99 is the fact that it reloads just a little bit faster than the Prowler. But other than that, everything else is the exact same. The ADS speed is the exact same as well. So the fact that the Prowler looks a bit bulkier than the R99 could suggest that people prefer using the R99, and some people find the R99 more reliable because it's not a burst weapon. But the Prowler isn't like the Hemlock, for example. The Prowler shoots 5 bullets every single burst, and them 5 bullets can be absolutely deadly. If you land each bullet of one burst in someone's body, you're going to deal 75 damage in just one burst, which lasts less than half a second. So one thing I want you guys to do from watching this video is just give the Prowler a try, because as we can see in this video, statistically the Prowler is a better weapon. Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and let me know what weapon you prefer to use right now in Apex Legends Season 5. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to scroll down, give this video a like so it gets recommended to more people, and be sure to promise me that you're going to give the Prowler a go. You're going to use it for a few games, because honestly, it is such a good weapon to use, and I'm starting to use weapons that are very underrated, and the Prowler, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated guns in Season 5 right now. I can predict in the next week or two, this gun's going to be meta in this game. Be sure to use the Prowler and let me know what you think of it down below in the comment section, and as always, thank you all for watching this Apex Legends video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new Apex Legends video.